I got a feeling people want to see me in jail. I don't know why. I don't know if people be snitching on me or I don't know, but God was with me because wasn't none of them situations nothing. You know what I mean? By the grace of God. And it was just like close calls though. When you start having them encounters with police and it starts getting more frequent, like that's a sign. Plus, I feel like uh people be wanting to see me go to jail. But I want to explain something. It's a difference between a setup and an alley oop. A setup is something that you can't do nothing about. You know, uh, let me think of something for an example. If I be like, hey, why don't you come to my crib, man? Come by my crib and holler at me. So you come over to my crib and that's like when you get to my house, there's some dudes outside and they rob you soon as you get out the car. Like that's a setup. You know, it wasn't really nothing you could do. But what people be doing to me, people will try to alley oop you. Alley oop means like you gotta be off your game or something. Like alley oop is not the same as a setup. A setup is somebody just totally betrayed your trust. It didn't have nothing to do with you being on your game or nothing like that. Like somebody just a setup is something like it's not in your control or I'm finna go kick it with this female and soon as I knock on the door, a dude open the door, pull me in the house, and they rob me or something like that. Like that's a setup. It ain't got nothing to do with being on your game. But alley oop, like it's really it's people that create the circumstance. That's like okay, here go an alley oop right here. That's like if I invite you to a party and it's a whole bunch of alcohol there and you got an alcohol problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know you got an alcohol problem. And I'm hoping you get off your game. And so we can rob you or I'm hoping you pass out so we can go through your pockets or, something like that. But that's an alley oop. I'm setting up the scene, but it's really you doing it to yourself though. I'm hoping you get so high and drunk that you can't function and you pass out and we're going to go through your pockets and get your car key and go through your car. Like, that's an alley-oop, though. That's not a setup. An alley-oop means you played a part in it by not being on your game. A setup, you ain't got, it don't matter if you on your game or not. Alley-oop or a setup with the police. You know what I'm saying? That's like, I'm gonna sell you. You come to my house, and I sell you some drugs, and then I call the police, or I'll be like, yeah, he finna come over here and buy it, and y'all can arrest him when he leaving. I'm just making up something, but I'm showing you the difference. See, a setup, it didn't have nothing to do with you being on your game. That person set you up, so the laws knew what you was finna buy. They knew what you had on you. You know what I'm saying? They had the police waiting on you. That's a setup. That ain't got nothing to do with you being on your game. Alley-oop is, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna have these females go over there and kick it with them. And, you know what I'm saying? He go, and when he drunk and he pass out, you know what I'm saying? Y'all rob him. Like, that's an alley-oop. It's kind of like a setup, but if you would have stayed on your game, nothing would have happened. But because of you not being on your game, that's what allowed whatever happened to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between an alley-oop and a setup. I think people be trying to alley-oop me, but by the grace of God, nothing ever happened because God was with me. I was functional. I did a lot of driving. I under the influence. I ain't gonna say drunk, but I'm gonna say under the influence. I mean, that's just really how I move, at night. When I'm hitting the clubs and all that, I got something, I got some drink in my system. But that weed kind of keep it all balanced. You know what I'm saying? And I stayed functional. I didn't have no fights in the club. I didn't harass no women. I didn't get pulled over. But I had a situation. I got to tell this story. I got to tell this one. This one is graphic. It's explicit. I got a lot of them too. But so I think this was like the weekend before Christmas. I think this was the weekend before Christmas. So I'm in Dallas, right? I wanna check out the Blade in Dallas just to see what it looked like. Hit up. That's when I took the picture of Harry Hines and Walnut Hill. That's supposed to be the main spot. Harry Hines, then Walnut Hill to what is it, I-30? From Walnut Hill to I-30, and then Harry Hines, especially around Walnut Hill and Royal Lane. That's where it's where it's supposed to be going down. I seen about two or three 304s. That was it. You know what I mean? It was dry out there. And then I was finna hit the strip club, and they charge you $35 at Pandora's on Harry Hines. They charge you $35 to get in. I'm like, sure, you can put like $15 more with that and have you some sex instead of just looking or going in the strip club and then spend some more money. I'm thinking like, oh yeah. When I really got on my sex stuff and I started getting comfortable with the tricking, I ain't really want to spend no money going to the club, especially not the strip club, because that's money that you could, from your sex bill, you can pay a certain amount and have sex with a chick. I ain't trying to waste no 20 going into no strip club. I could put that money with some other money and make sure I'm finna get what I want for the night. You know what I'm saying? But okay, anyway, so it was probably like a Friday night before Christmas weekend. Christmas was on Friday, New Year's was on Friday. So I think it was that Friday before Christmas weekend. So I'm at the crib first. But now I was feeling weird though. I was like, man, I don't wanna go nowhere in Tyler. I was like, I keep seeing the same people. I really feel like people trying to alley-oop me. I really feel like people want to see me go to jail and get on some drunk stuff and get in trouble. Like I really feel like people want that to happen to me. So I was real careful in the clubs. You know, I might drink a little bit, but I ain't gonna stay too long, and I'm not finna get drunk in that mug. You know what I mean? So I made sure not to do that, because I don't never really have trouble unless I just get out there on that alcohol, and you know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm a chill, peaceful, respectful dude, and dudes don't really mess with me. You know what I mean? But for some reason, I'm like, man, I ain't finna mess around in Tyler. I ain't finna mess around nowhere in Tyler. I'm finna get up out of town. So then in my mind, I was thinking like Deep Ellum, like just see what's going down out there. And then I was like, I might hit some club out there. But then somewhere along the lines, I'm like, nah, I need to hit the Blade and see what's really shaking. You know what I'm saying? on some pimping, I might pull something. You know what I'm saying? But my real motivation was sex. My real motivation was not getting money out of a woman. My real motivation was sex, though. So anyway, I'm at the crib though. I'm on that brown liquor. You know, I know I done smoked some, sip some. So then once I get to feeling the drink, I ain't talking about being drunk. I'm just talking about you get to feeling it. It's like I'm ready to move around, but I ain't finna do nothing in Tyler. So I said I'm finna go to Dallas. So I'm already feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm already feeling the drink. You know what I'm saying? I'm really in my zone. Cause really when I get to feeling the drink, that's when you really want to drive. That's when you really want to drive through the town and all that and just see what's going on. You know what I mean? So I'm really ready. I'm ready to drive. I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I done smoked something. I'm on my level. I'm ready to move around. So I messed around and, right before I got on I-20. Now, right before I hit the gas station on the Loop and Gentry, the Loop in 69. I bought me a 40, a steel reserve. So I'm drinking that mug on the way to Dallas, and somewhere along the lines, uh, let me see what I did. Somewhere along the lines, I done hit a gas station and pissed. And when I'm trying to get back on 20, I'm thinking one of the service roads take me to 20, but that mug didn't quite take me to 20. You know what I'm saying? That mug went another direction. So I'm out there by like Wills Point. And then what I end up doing, I don't know what highway I got on. I might have ended up getting on 80 or something. And I'm probably thinking 80 in Dallas, but 80 will take you somewhere else though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I did, but I'm supposed to be on 20. I done took something else. I don't know if it had to be 80 something. So I end up north of Dallas. Yeah, I think I got on 80. Cause 80 will take you got to get off of 80 and get on like 635 or something. But anyway, I done went north of Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really out the way, but I wasn't going the way I was supposed to. And what had happened was, I know that drink, it had me in the zone. I don't think I was drunk or driving reckless or nothing, but I probably just got caught up in the music. I took a different way, thinking it's gonna end up well, and then I'm just riding. I'm in the zone though. The music blasting. I'm listening to all my favorite songs, and then I'm in the zone. And then next thing you know, I'm seeing signs. I seen a sign about Greenville, and then I'm riding, and then I see 75 north. I'm like, hold up. I know 75 will take me straight. 75 will take me south, but I'm north of Dallas. I'm like 75. I got to be in Dallas to see 75. So somehow I'm north of Dallas. So then, but remember, I left here probably about 7. You know what I'm saying? I probably left the crib about 7, so I'm supposed to be in Dallas by like 10, and that's driving slow. I'm supposed to really be in Dallas by like 9, so I done went way somewhere. I don't know. I ain't get lost, but I ain't go the right way. I know that drink probably had me, but I know I was still driving well, but my mind was in another zone. You dig? So then I start coming to, and I'm like, I seen a sign about Greenville. I don't know if I was on I-30 or no, I wasn't on I-30, but I don't know. I end up out the way. And then I seen 75 and I passed it and I kept going. And then I'm like, I don't know where the heck I'm at. So then I turned back to 75. I turned back the way to 75 and I end up going to 75 and getting to Dallas. By the time I get to Dallas, it's like 1 something. It's like 1 something by the time I get to Dallas. Nah, hold up. That ain't the first time I went to Dallas. I went to Dallas the weekend before that. And I got a room off Harry Hines. And I just posted up trying to see what the blade looked like. So then this next weekend I went back to Dallas. And that's when I dang near got lost and so I had to turn around. I end up exiting on 75, and then 75 take me to Dallas. But I left the crib by 7. I ain't get to Dallas it's like 1 by the time I get to Dallas. So I just been driving. You know what I mean? And then I finally came to, but I'm still under the influence. And then I end up in Dallas like 1 something. So I end up on Harry Hines. I post up at this motel on Harry Hines. I'm smoking weed. I pull up the ads. so I hit up a working girl. I scooped her up. You know what I'm saying? And we went to her spot. So I'm supposed to be staying for like a half hour, right? So the price was real nice. You know what I mean? And all of them be liking me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a likable person. Plus, I'm a decent looking dude, and I'm clean. So you know they really be liking me for a trick. It's a difference between a female liking you on some pimping and liking you as a trick, though. That's different. That's different. Uh, so yeah, I'm supposed to be staying for a half hour, right? So we we got in there and got to chilling, and we get to doing our thing. You know what I mean? Then she end up turning over, so she's on her stomach laying down, and I'm doing me, and she fall asleep. Now I gotta tell this. I gotta tell this, man. So she on her back at first. I'm doing me, right? Then she turned over on her stomach. I'm doing me still, and then she fall asleep. She doze off for about 10 minutes. I'm doing me. While she sleep, I'm doing me. Then she get a call. She wake up. I'm doing me. hey, hey, she get a call. Wake up. I'm still doing me. And and she like, dang. So I'm doing me, right? And then she like, you gotta finish. You know what I'm saying? So then we standing up, and I'm getting it like that. I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? But I done had a few experiences like that, man, where I'm just going. So I was with her for a good minute. I was with her for about an hour and still didn't bust. And but she was cool though. She was like, yeah, you could. She was like, you could be one of my regulars. She was like, you kind of sexy, you know. Uh, yeah. So that was But this the whole reason I told the story. So after that, I'm coming home, right? Yeah, I was with her for about an hour. You know what I mean? But so then I'm coming home. Like I don't know when I left because I had to go scoop her up. And then we did our thing. So I'm coming home by 3, 4. Really when this incident that I'm finna tell you about, I swear it was like 5 something in the morning. So I don't know. I guess I might be off with some of my times because I don't think I linked up with her. I got to Dallas probably about 1 something. I'm chilling at the motel, not in no room though. I'm just posted up outside smoking weed. Probably about 1, 2 something in the morning. So it was probably about 3:30. I had to go scoop her up, then take her to her room. So it's probably like 3:30, 4. Nah, it's probably about 3 something. So then I was with her for about an hour. So I'll probably leave probably about 4 something. And I'm somewhere on I-20, man. Somewhere on I-20, man. It's probably about 5 something in the morning at this time. I'm good. I ain't drunk or nothing like that, but I'm still under the influence, but I ain't sloppy or nothing like that. I wasn't sloppy from what I remember. You know what I mean? Even before that, even when I got lost, I don't think I was sloppy. I think my mind was just so caught up in the music. I'm on the drink, all that. But I don't think I was ever just sloppy. Because them people will call on you. I'm telling you, man. This dude out here swerving. Get him off the road. But anyway, so I'm coming back like 4, 5 in the morning, right? And somewhere I got to piss. So I'm probably finna hit a gas station. Now I know I'm finna hit a gas station. Because after the incident, I hit the gas station. So the gas station is on the left side, though, of I-20. I'm on the right side going toward Tyler. So it's an exit ramp. Now, I'm going at a good speed. I ain't speeding, but I'm probably doing 70. So then I hit the exit ramp. I slow down a little, but I'm still moving kind of quick. But the exit ramp got a curve in that mug. So I see the curve. I'm really going too fast for the curve though. So I'm trying to stop, but I'm trying to make the turn at the same time. I ain't really trying to stop. I'm trying to slow down enough where I can make the turn. But I was still going too fast. I tried to make the turn and the car swerved. You know what I'm saying? The car swerved. And I had all these thoughts in my mind like in a split second. Like the first thought was, that mud swerved, so it's just like a donut. And I did like this. I put my hands up. I leaned back in my seat and I just put my hands up like this. I just like like we finna see what it's gonna be, cause it ain't under my control no more. And what happened was, in my mind, my first thought was this mug finna flip. I'm finna go off the road and this mug finna flip. And then my second thought was, dang, I'm finna get stuck off in a ditch or something on the side of the road and have to call a tow truck to get me out this mug. I had them two thoughts while the car donut, and I'm on the brakes, so that mug just, you know what I'm saying? It did like that. But so what happened was I barely went off the road. I did go off the road, but just barely. I didn't end up in no ditch. The car didn't flip, nothing like that. And I did go off the road though. I got like dirt, grass, and rocks in my left two tires, in between the tire and the rim, and you know what I'm saying? I had to get that fixed on my left front tire because that mud was starting to go flat because the rocks in between the rim and the tire was letting out air and stuff like that. So I had to get that mud fixed. Let them clean that mug out for me for like what, $12 at a tire shop. But so I went off the road, and then I just sat there. I just looked around like, oh, like, okay, I'm good. I hope the car good. I just kind of looked around. Wasn't no cars on the road. So then I just got back on the road and went to that gas station and went home. But I was like, dang, I could have died. I done had that happen to me 3 times. The first time was in 2016 in the summer in June when I had the same exact car, and I was turning off a 210 on the 850 going to the house. It was kind of wet, and I'm making a curve, and another dude coming from the other way making the curve, and he lost control of his vehicle, and he hit my vehicle and knocked me off the road. And that vehicle was totaled. He totaled my vehicle, you know what I mean? But they blessed me. God blessed me to get another car the exact same color and everything. Just a year. The model year was 1 year later. It was a 2005, and then this one was 2006, and I had that car ever since then. You know what I'm saying? But in that moment, ain't nothing you could do. Like, your life will kind of flash before your eyes, type vibes. You know what I mean? And then I had that happen, and I want to say it was either the end of 2017 or 2018. It was a snowstorm. I was trying to make it to Sudden Link, and it was icy on the highway and all that, ice storm. So I'm on 31 going towards Tyler. I end up sliding off a ditch, sliding off the road, and I couldn't get out of the ditch. Had to call a tow truck to get me back on the road. So then I'm like, I'm still trying to get to work. I'm like, shoot, I done already went through this. Had to pay them like $50, $75. So I'm trying to get to work. Then I'm on Paluxy. I'm turning off the loop on the Paluxy, and it's a hill, and I can't get up the hill. That mud icy, I'm sliding. So then I turned, and I went back home. So I'm on 31 again on the way home, and I'm just going a little too fast for the ice. So then the car, that mug just starts sliding on the ice towards the left side, and it's a deep ditch on the left side if you go off the road, and I'm headed toward that mug, and something just made me turn my wheel like to the right. I just turned that mug, and the car just that mug just skidded out on the ice and stopped, and then I just took it real slow and straightened the car out and went to the house real slow. So I done had that happen 2 times. And that was the 3rd time on I-20 where everything freeze. In that moment, everything freeze. It's just like everything just freeze. But your mind be going fast, but that moment just, it's like a frozen moment in time. And you ain't got no control, and it's going to be whatever it's going to be. That's probably how people feel if you finna die or somebody finna shoot you. Like, that's probably that same feeling. Like, you don't have no control, and it's finna be whatever it's gonna be. That type of feeling. You know what I mean? So that was my 3rd time. But yeah, God bless me, man. Wasn't no damage done to me. Wasn't no damage done to the car. You know what I mean? So real life stuff, man. And then, yeah, real life stuff. So I was super cautious during the Christmas time and New Year's, I was super cautious. Super cautious. I ain't trying to get in no wreck. I ain't trying to get caught slipping. None of that. And God bless me. Yeah, God bless me, man. But yeah, it was a journey, man. I had to get my rocks off, man. Lust was in my heart, bro. Lust was in my heart. And when it's in your heart like that, it ain't no, I rebuke you. Like, nah, I feel like you just gonna have to go through it till you come to the end of your rope. And it's like spiritually, like, okay, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like that's it. Like that's what I wanted. I got it, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even feel horny no more, to be honest. Like, but if I wouldn't have went through that though, I'd still be turned up though. And I was masturbating, messing with square broads and working girls. So like you gotta come to the end of your rope. You got to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, thank God. Like, I wouldn't want to live my whole life like, and then I read this yesterday morning. Watch this. On God, I read this yesterday. It says Proverbs, you know I'm gonna find it because I read it yesterday. Oh yeah, Proverbs 29:3. Whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father. So if you a type of person that seek after wisdom and you attain wisdom, you're going to be a blessing. Your father's going to be pleased. I'm sure your mother going to be pleased too. When you living in a wise way. You living your life in a wise way. You making wise decisions. Your people going to be glad about that because they love you and they want the best for you. Okay, so whoso loveth wisdom rejoiceth his father. But he that keepeth company with harlots, prostitutes, spendeth his substance. Yeah, it costs you something. Yeah, it costs you something. Yeah, it costs you something. But see, a lot of times a square broad will try to hit you up for some bread. But nah, I ain't gonna say that. I was with 4 square broads. One of them tried to hit me up for some bread after the sex. So that was it though. You know what I mean? That was it. But yeah, man, you spend money. That money add up. That money add up. You know what I'm saying? The money that you spend on prostitutes, that money add up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, by the grace of God, I ain't the type that's finna go beyond my budget. I'm gonna calculate it and make sure it's in my budget. But it still add up though. But if you want something bad enough, you'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? So if you have to pay for it, you'll pay for it if you have to, if you want it bad enough. And it was fun to me too. It was fun to me. It was something new because I never did that before. So, and then I got more comfortable though. I got more comfortable the first time. I didn't think it was because of me not being comfortable, but it was. I mean, it was God, but at the same time, it was because of me not being comfortable. God, sometimes I think God will do that because like, he like, I'm going to give you some time to think. Is this really what you want to do? Like, I'm going to shut you down the first time. You know what I'm saying? But you think, is this really what you want to do? And it was what I wanted to do. So I tried it again. And the first time, that was the only time that I couldn't get it up. Now, my first time, it was because of me being uncomfortable. It was God, but it was also because of me I had never done this before. I'm kind of uncomfortable, you did? So my first time, I couldn't do nothing. That's the only time I couldn't get it up. And then I had another time where I got it up, but I couldn't keep it up. But that was because the condom though. and I had to learn something. I can't drain myself masturbating and then try to have sex, especially with a condom. You might not be able to keep it up, or might not be able to get it up or keep it up. But the first time I couldn't get it up at all. And then I had another occasion where I had masturbated twice earlier that day. And then I had a condom on, of course, and I couldn't keep it up. So them the only two times when, I didn't, when I couldn't do what I wanted to do. But I had a few times where I just smash and don't even nut. I smashed my I just kept going. I had a few times, but yeah, I be on that drink, man. The weed too, you know what I'm saying? But the weed is an aphrodisiac, You'll never need, well, I ain't gonna say, I can't speak for nobody else, but yeah, that weed is something. Yeah, that weed definitely set the mood. You be ready after that, for real. But yeah, man, I had a few times where I just kept going and I didn't get no quick nut, or I didn't get no nut at all because it wasn't finna come quick. I lay in it and play in it. You know what I mean? Stay in it and play in it. You know what I mean? But it's business, so you can't always do that. Certain females might like you enough though to just, not even put you on the clock. I've had that too, where a female didn't even put you on the clock, just do you. You know what I'm saying? And even get around too. Yeah, without having to pay. You know what I mean? All that. That's how it goes sometimes. When a female like you, you know. But yeah, a lot of lust, a whole lot of lust, a lot of masturbation, a lot of fornication. Like within a 5 month period. And then I feel like it started getting the best of me though, because the time that I'm supposed to spend with God, it's like I want to chase my lust when I should have been spending the little time that I did set aside for God. The lust came into that and even took that away, or I allowed it to. So then that's when I was like, okay, it's time to do something different. And then I began to pray for my love to come back and all that. And sure, when that happened, within a week time, like, okay, I'm good. I'm ready to give myself back to you totally. I'm good. I feel like I came to the end of my rope with this lust. I feel like I got my rocks off. I did that. And I don't want to spend the rest of my life chasing that. I'm not feeling no lust. I feel different. You know what I mean? I feel different. I feel satisfied without fulfilling my lust. My lust went down. It's down. I'm still human, but that lust ain't just, I'm not on go. I was on go. I'm not on go no more. I'm chilling. I'm content. My spirit is at rest. That lust ain't, it's not beating at me no more. It's not, that lust ain't driving me no more. That lust is down, quieted. Yeah, it's like a river. You got the river rapids, that mug, you know what I'm saying? The river moving real fast, it rapids. And then you got that calm river that's just peaceful. Like, that's how I feel. Lust will interrupt your peace. Lust, see, when you think about a lack of peace, this he giving this to me on the spot. I never compared lust and peace.